Hey friends, we're gonna jump right into our cool down stretch today, starting feet hip width apart, slowly rolling down, placing the hands on the ground. If they don't meet the ground, maybe they meet your shins. Just fall where your stretch allows and where your flexibility allows currently. As you see me doing, you are welcome to grab the opposite elbows if you would just like to dangle, and you can even add like a slight natural, just gentle sway if you want a little release in the low back. Or you can keep the hands on your toes or on the ground if that's what you prefer. For those looking for a slightly deeper stretch, you can grab onto the ankles like you see me doing here, and just gently pulling yourself closer towards the legs. Remember that you can have a slight bend in the knee. That's totally okay. Slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae as if you're stacking up each one on top of the other. Try not to rush. And once you're all the way at the top, let's go ahead and find just a nice stretch in the arms here, crossing that right arm across the body. Awesome. Release that side and switch arms. From here, we're going to get into our triceps. Go ahead and take that right elbow and reach it behind you, almost as if you're trying to get that hand to reach down your back while gently pulling that elbow just a tiny bit with the opposite hand. If you want to lean to the side just for a little bit of side body stretch, that feels really nice here, but totally optional. What we really want to feel is that stretch in the back of our arm, which is our tricep. That can often be a neglected area, so just giving yourself a little bit of time with your triceps after a workout is always nice. Go ahead and release the tricep stretch on your left side. We're going to come up against the wall, or if you have a chair, just something sturdy that you can put a little weight against, and we're going to go in for a nice deep calf stretch. Left foot is in front of you, bend in that knee, and then your right foot is, think of it pressing down towards the ground. You want to feel like you're digging that heel into the ground. If your heel does not meet the ground, that's okay. It can mean the calf is a little tight, but go where you feel a nice deep sensation in that calf muscle, especially if you've had a longer run or if you focused on legs today. Calf stretches really are amazing. Go ahead and switch your feet. Just switch feet putting that right foot in front of you with a bend in that knee. And then that back left foot should be pressing down into the ground, that back heel. It's okay to really use the wall or use that sturdy object to just give yourself a little bit of leverage so you can find a good stretch in the calf muscles. Perfect, friends. Let's go ahead into a nice quad stretch, a standing quad stretch here today. Bringing that right foot and pulling it towards the right glute. Now here, as you're grabbing that back foot, to really get the most out of the stretch, I want you to think about a tension, and that tension should feel like you're pushing that hand away with the foot. It should feel like a synonymous push and pull. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, other side. You can use a wall, you can use anything around you if you need to hold your balance. If you are fine without a wall, that's cool too. And you want to think of your body being stacked. So you don't want to be too far back or too far forward in the torso or the upper body. You want your body to essentially be in a line. Beautiful, friends. We're going to come down to the ground. You can take a moment and pause if you need to do that. Soles of the feet together. And we're going to keep the back nice and long as we just fold over and use our elbows to press the knees down towards the ground. This can be really great for the hips. It's a really simple stretch, yet quite effective. So grabbing either the sides of the foot, or maybe you want to hold on to the tops of the feet to get a little leverage, wherever is comfortable. Let's release here, legs out in front of you, sitting up nice and tall. And once again, a lot of times on this channel you see me round the back. Today we are really focused in on keeping a nice long flat back here. So we don't want to curve over, we don't want to round over. Grabbing onto the toes or to the soles of your feet if you want to grab onto the heels, if you are a little bit more flexible, but remember to try and keep that back nice and flat and long. Feeling a deep stretch in the back of the legs. For some, you might even feel it a bit in the glutes. That's okay too. You can have a soft bend in your knee if at any point this stretch just feels far too intense for you, or you can simply reach for your ankles or your shins if you need to come a little closer into the body. Friends, we've come out of our nice forward fold. Let's find hands and knees and just find some movement in your spine. No matter what you've been doing today, hands down, just a little cat and cow pose. Inhaling, looking towards the sky, rounding that spine as you exhale, pushing away from the ground. It can really just feel nice on the back. In general, it's something our body craves throughout the day, especially if we sit a lot or stand a lot. Give yourself as many rounds as you feel you need here, and then go ahead and find nice wide knees, big toes together, and we're going to finish in a nice child's pose. This is always a lovely stretch, especially for a cool down. Just allowing yourself to be, shifting the buttocks towards the heels as much as you can. If they don't meet, that's fine. Remembering to breathe. Start to walk your hands back towards the body, and we're all done for today. Be well, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video.